안녕하세요. 요이나 할아버지예요. As you probably know by now, I don't prepare anything. I just talk from what's ever in my head. I will try to talk slowly because I won't be able to do a translation when I'm just talking. I just finished episode 4 of When Life Gives You Tangerines. So I thought I'd tell you about how I feel about it. There'll be no plot spoilers. That's not the point. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about different things in the show. And that's all. I won't take too long. First of all, bottom line, IU is terrific. This is a terrific show, and you should definitely watch it. Now, let me say what my impressions were as I watched it. Uh, the first episode, episode 1, um, had virtually no IU in it at all because it's a story told from the present to about the past, and the past is where we start, and it's really about the two main characters as children. So so of course it has pretty much no IU as a result. But it does set the stage of an impoverished um, Jeju Island from the 19 starts in the 1950s. I think yes. Um, and one of the things that struck me is kind of what struck me when I first saw Mr. Sunshine, which I was the first drama I watched with my wife. And in that drama, the thing that when it starts off, it shows a world and a life that on first impression, I thought we were going to the past, maybe to the 16, 1700s, really long time ago, because it was so primitive. It was so far past in the past in terms of the culture, I mean, there's slaves. It's just the costuming, the level of technology. It looked really, really old. Then I was totally stunned when I found out it was really like early 1900. It was amazing. And so when I looked at the beginning of the show, it, it is everything is so it could have been 100 years ago. It's a society completely different than today's Korea. And what it really highlights for me is the Korean miracle. I mean, how does a country start? How then can a country be like this in the 1950s and the way it is today? I mean, Korea truly is a miracle. Absolutely incredible. You can go from a third world country to a first world country in 2 generations. It's stunning. I've always been stunned by the accomplishments of Korea, and I will always be so. It's one of the fascinations it has for me. So anyway, um, that's where we start the show, and that's pretty. Through by episode 2, they've gotten older. Now it's a teenage IU and a teenage Park Bo-gum. And you get to see them together, and you watch their family develop. And again, I'm not going to talk on plot. Um, no, I'm going to give you no plot information. So in by episode 3, it ends in a fashion that just ah, boy, it had one of the most satisfying endings I've seen in a while, yeah, for an episode. And I it kind of I wasn't sure where the show was going, and it's an unusual way of telling a tale because it's told, as I said, it's as someone talking to their kids about what happened in the past, and so uh, you know, I'm trying to see if I can say anything here without providing any spoiler. I can't, so I'm going to have to let it go. Let's just say that that style of storytelling is quite unusual. It jumps, but it doesn't feel like it's jumping. In fact, I'd say that's absolutely terrific direction. So the director's doing a great job of using an unusual method of telling a tale. But episode 4, halfway through episode 4, I got tears in my eyes. I mean, I can't, it's not because it's sad. That's not what I'm talking about. I was so moved by the middle of episode 4. I went, wow, this drama is going to be absolutely amazing. So I just finished episode 4. I feel incredible inside. I cannot wait for the next block. Let's call them chapters. This is chapter 1, 4 episodes. Chapter 2, I guess, is 4 episodes. So there's 4 chapters. Um, I I'm left at the end of this one feeling incredibly satisfied and looking forward to what comes next. So again, don't want to give you any spoilers. I can tell you that IU is magnificent. Park Bo Gum is magnificent. The the way they relate to each other is wow. I mean, it's just wow. Um, I love a tale like this. I love this kind of relationship. Um, in many ways, I look at this and go, wow, this could be me and my wife. But of course, I was born with a lot more privilege than that. In fact, this Asun and Quan Chick are this couple are pretty close to my age. I mean, they're a little younger than me in terms of if you they were born in the early 1950s, maybe 1951. I was born in 1947. I'm maybe 4 years older than the character in the story. So I find it incredibly touching. I also love the way they used music because they clearly are using music from the period, and it does set the tone of the period. Um, okay, I tend to ramble. As I said, I never plan anything. I didn't write notes. I'm just talking to you the way I feel now, having finished episode 4 10 minutes ago. Um, Okay, that'll be it for now. When I have more things to say, I'm sure I'll say them. But I just want to unload this now, and I want to just encourage you, if you have not watched it already, my gosh, just go watch it. You will not be disappointed. And I can't wait to the next chapter. That's it for now. Kelki.